Some of you may be looking at the climate change and wealth inequality and think to yourself, wow, capitalism is not really working out. But I got good news. That's all in your head. According to Joe Rogan, that's just something you've told yourself.
If there was the three of us and there was like $3 million in the world, and we all
Mm-hmm.
said, "Well, let's all just split it up," like, and then money won't be nothing. It's just we'll just trade back and forth, and everything should be even. Okay, cool, and we'd be fine with that. And then we would go on about our merry way. But there's too many fucking people, and there's inevitably gonna be some form of competition.
I don't understand why, if there were three people left on Earth, that you would need money, but we'll set that aside. There are too many people. There are too many motherfucking people for billionaires to be getting tax cuts so they could buy breast implants for their pet tigers. There's too many motherfucking people to have a fucking healthcare system that's for profit. The mere idea that a person would make money off another person having cancer is repugnant, but keep talking, dum dum.
And in some form of competition, some people are going to get out ahead. And there's going to be some people that are upset that people are ahead. And there's going to be all sorts of reasons. Some people are going to be ahead because they're assholes. Some people are going to be ahead because they get up at 5 o'clock in the morning while you sleep till fucking noon.
It's 5 o'clock in the morning right now. I get up at 6 a.m. every day, 7 days a fucking week. By all accounts, I'm an asshole. And I can't even afford a shirt. So, but it's funny that he uses the word competition. It's funny that he thinks of in terms of athletics, because I don't think he's ever actually had a fucking job. This fucking princess, this fucking this fucking princess whose fucking spirit is made of jello, has never worked a fucking day in his fucking life. I'm talking about Joe Rogan. Let's see. First off, he started doing comedy in 1990 when there were like 20 people doing comedy. Today, you go to a fucking open mic on a fucking Wednesday, there's like 100 people. That's a slow fucking night. This motherfucker would get eaten alive if he were starting comedy today. And by the way, ask yourself, why is it that there's 100 people on a fucking Wednesday doing stand up? If capitalism works is such a wonderful fucking system, then why are there so many fucking people trying to escape it? Let's see. Rogan went from stand up to acting, which, by the way, is probably his only reference point and somebody has a job. Well, according to the script, if I worked hard and I play by the fucking rules, or if I don't play by the rules, whatever, I'll get ahead. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's good in a sitcom, but that doesn't happen in fucking real life. Anyone who's had a job knows hard work doesn't fucking mean shit. But anyways, he went from stand up to acting. He was a relatively good looking guy back then for a comic. This was before he started dipping his mushrooms in human growth hormone. Nowadays, he looks like somebody fucking Frankenstein, like 3 different fucking body parts together. He's got like a giant medicine ball head on top of a fucking, on top of the decomposed chest of a fucking Mr. Universe contestant. And then on top of that, he's got the 2 little fucking elderly Peter Dinklage legs. I know he bought himself a lot of fucking karate lessons and shit, but if you ever get into an argument with Joe Rogan, just smack him in the fucking face and then run. He'll never catch you with those little dwarf legs. He's all calves. After that, he did Fear Factor. And that's where his main money came from. That's where the seed money for this show came from. Fear Factor. He pretty much got paid millions of dollars to stand around fucking high as fuck, watching other people fucking do shots of rat jizz with a fucking mouse trap attached to their clit. Blowing fucking dogs in fucking bathtubs of uncooked bacon. And that's $50,000 for the winner. The fucking people who didn't blow enough dogs, or they didn't drink enough rat jizz, or they didn't have enough raccoons strapped to their face while they were thrown off a fucking cliff. Yeah, those people lost. Joe Rogan got paid millions of dollars every episode. Joe Rogan stole that fucking money from those jizz drinkers. And then, and now he just sits into a basement and says uninteresting things to relatively interesting people.
That's true too. These are all true. There's some people that are totally ethical and they just do a lot of work and they do better. Yeah, they're going to do better. They didn't steal from anybody. They didn't rip anybody off. But this narrative keeps getting repeated by people who don't get up at 7 o'clock in the morning or don't have the same kind of ambition or feel bad because some people do want a fucking private jet and fly all over the world and ball like Dan Bilzerian. Just
bad example, dude. His example of someone who gets up in the morning and works hard for their fucking money. The hard-working capitalist, the obsessed, ambitious capitalist narrative. His example for that is fellow Trump supporter Dan Bilzerian. I don't think Dan Bilzerian, Dan Bilzerian, actually fucking knows how to fucking earn money. I mean, unless he has like a fucking fans-only account for gay dudes who like to jack off to human cartoon characters. No. Dan Bilzerian's entire fucking lifestyle is fucking fake. His money comes from embezzling investors, allegedly embezzling investors in some fucking company he started. I can't remember the name of the company. Let's just call it meticulously-sculpted-beard.com. Dan Bilzerian, his fucking private plane, his jet plane that you're talking about is rented. His boat is rented. His house is rented. His girlfriend is rented. And that money comes from fucking investors in his company, and they're currently suing him for being like $50 million in the hole or some shit. Because he bought a $50,000 bed frame for his rented fucking mansion that his rented girlfriends could sleep on with him and pose for Instagram pictures. Jesus fucking Christ. Before that, he lived off a trust fund that his father left him. His father did 13 months in prison for stealing. Not stealing the way Jeff Bezos steals from his fucking workers by busting up their unions. And by the way, if you were down with competition, then why wouldn't you be for a democratic economy? Why wouldn't you be for all of us starting at the same starting line? What the fuck are you? Why are you actually afraid of competition? Why is Jeff Bezos afraid of competition? If you're fucking for competition, then how about free fucking healthcare? How about free fucking education? How about we all get paid what we're worth? And then let's compete. Dan Bilzerian, get the fuck out of here.
all these things are true. I mean, it's both things. It's like you can be an ethical person and be like a super ambitious, crazy person who wants to succeed in business for some reason. They're not mutually exclusive.
Nope.
So when everybody says capitalism is evil and it's the problem, man.
Okay, first of all, nobody says man. You say man. You also say absurd. Absurd with a Z. Fucking man. Nobody's saying capitalism is evil. Capitalism just is. And capitalism just is the exploitation of labor for profit. Capitalism is not paying somebody what they're fucking worth.
No. You saying that is a problem.
Oh, really?
It's not a problem. The whole reason why you have a fucking laptop to complain on is because of capitalism.
No. We have laptops because people fucking build them with their hands. Little Chinese babies make them. And by the way, what is it that a wage slave could do that a fucking person who's paid what they're worth can't do better? Let me repeat that. What is it that you think a wage slave can do that a person who's paid what they're worth can't do better. You can't fucking name it, you lying fucking piece of shit. The thing is people want to fucking... Yeah, well, real quick, though. No, capitalism didn't build that. Fucking workers built the laptop. If you're talking about the internet, well, that was done through research and development from the government. People pooled their resources, taxpayer dollars, and invested in the internet. And then, in fact, Silicon Valley itself was built that same way. Through targeted tax cuts, through infrastructure, and through research and development. And that's called taxpayer dollars, and that's what's known as socialism. You know, people got excited, including myself, because he endorsed Bernie Sanders. We all kind of fell for that scam. And the truth of the matter is, though, that was a fucking fake. I don't think that he believed that fucking Bernie Sanders was ever really gonna win. I think that he's smarter than the rest of the IDW. He's still a moron. That doesn't mean he's not a moron. But he's still smarter than the rest of that crew. Because he knows you gotta play both sides of the fence every once in a while. And if you want to survive. Because Miley Cyrus is not going to fucking come on a show. A fascist show. Because fascists hate chicks like Miley Cyrus. One thing they get scared. I mean, you just saw Ben Shapiro with his WAP thing, with his fucking wet vagina. He gets scared of wet vaginas. Fucking fascists hate Disney princesses who show off their fucking ice cream scoop titties to the world, shamelessly. Spotify is not going to give $100 million to a dude who pushes race science. And by the way, can you imagine living on your fucking multi-million-dollar fucking estate and sitting in your flotation tank on fucking mushrooms meditating for fucking 4 hours, and then you come out after 4 hours and you say to your bro, you go, hey man, I was tripping on mushrooms in my flotation tank, man, and I just had an epiphany. What if black people pulled their pants up?